Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Licked Ndindi Nyoro busted as he is trying to release William Ruto's dirty scheme, showing that the economy of the Republic of Kenya has already recovered. According to the statement of Ndindi Nyoro today in the National Assembly, he is telling us that the economy of Kenya in 2023 grew faster than the economy of China and the United States of America. When I was just listening to Ndindi Nyoro, I was shocked. Which country, Kenya, is Ndindi Nyoro referring to? Because I remember, according to the statement of Ndindi Nyoro, it is not true. As the digits are telling us the truth that the United States of America GDP in 2023 was at $27.36 trillion. Then when we look at China's GDP in 2023, it was $27.02 trillion. Then when we look at the GDP of Kenya, was at $278 billion. Was not in trillions. But when we look at the GDP of US and China, they are together at US 27.36, China 27.02 trillion. But Kenya is at $278 billion. Now, the top fast growing economies in 2023 in Africa were Libya at 17.9%, Senegal 8.1%, Niger 7.3%, DRC 6.7%, and Cote d'Ivoire at 6.5%. What is this country, Kenya, that Ndindi Nyoro is referring to us? I want you to listen to whatever Ndindi Nyoro is saying.
Policies made through the wisdom of the colleagues in this parliament, Honorable Speaker, our economy in the year 2023, the first quarter of 2023, the GDP of Kenya grew by 5.5%, Honorable Speaker. In the second quarter of 2023, Honorable Speaker, the GDP of Kenya in the second quarter grew by 5.5%. Honorable Speaker, in the third quarter, our economy, GDP, grew by 5.9%. We are still compiling the figures for the entire year, but it is projected, Honorable Speaker, that the Kenyan GDP in 2023 actually grew by 5.6%, Honorable Speaker, which makes Kenya the 28th fastest growing economy in the world. Honorable Speaker, the economy of Kenya in 2023 grew faster than the economy of China. The economy of Kenya, Honorable Speaker, in 2023 grew by many multiples, actually, the economy of the United States of America. The economy of Kenya, Honorable Speaker, grew not just by our standards as released by the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, but also the data released by international organizations and also Bretton Woods organizations, Honorable Speaker, including IMF and World Bank. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, I want to thank this House for the good policies that we have put in place that is leading to accelerated economic growth in our country. And the data I'm giving, Honorable Speaker, as you know, I have no capacity to generate data. My work is just to lift and report. And the data that I'm reporting is the data presented to us even by the international organization.
So according to Ndindi Nyoro, is literally trying to tell us lies. Because, for example, let us have a simple arithmetic. The US growth was about 1.5%. 1.5%, which it is equivalent to 420 billion US dollars. And that, when you compare with what is in Kenya, was 70 times that of in Kenya. As US growth was about 1.5%. And this was equivalent to 420 billion US dollars. And that was 70 times of that of Kenya. That is 2023. While China's economy grew by 4%, which comes to $760 billion. And again, it is 125 times more than even that of Kenya. How can we explain that Kenya's 5.6% growth is multiple times that of American 1.5%? When in reality, the US economic growth was 70 times ours. Now, we are having simple arithmetic here. A small animal whose body size changed by 80%. A small animal. I want you to understand something that is very crucial here. A small animal whose body size changed by 80% cannot be said to have grown faster than a bigger animal. So small animal is Kenya. By adding 80% change in size does not mean that now it has already grown faster than the bigger animal, and that is United States of America. And that is also about China, whose increase in size was only 20% over the same period. Sijui kama mnaelewa. It is a small animal, akaongeza 80%, alafu mnaniambia ile big animal pia, remember big animal pia iliongeza na 20%. Now over the same period, for the 80% change is only relative to that small body, not any other body. Simple and clear. So these propagandas that these individuals are coming out to tell us that, look, the economy of the Republic of Kenya is stable. It is not stable. It is not stable. Because if surely, which kind of this matrix Ndindi Nyoro and his cronies are using to arrive in such conclusions? You know, politicians should remember one thing, that the growth of their personal economy should not be passed as that of the general public economy. And of course, let me say, I'm sure the economy of Ndindi Nyoro has already added up. That is why he's comparing it with the US and China. Maybe he has passed the percentage of US and China as a person, but not as a country. Not as a country. Not as a country. Again, he is describing 2023. And remember, 2023, US GDP was higher than Kenya. The same to China, also higher to Kenya. And 2023, when you look at the percentage growth, top fast growing economies in Africa, Kenya was not there. Top fast. And that is where we have Libya, we had Senegal, we had Niger, we have Rwanda, we have Cote d'Ivoire. Then Ndindi Nyoro is coming out to tell us that, look, our economy is stable. As far as we are concerned, our economy is stable. Na hiyo uongo lazima wawache. And by the way, let me ask, which sector specifically has grown? Because if Kenya GDP has expanded by 5% per year for the longest time, though it might not be a bad news, yes, but again you're lying to us. that it is 3 times or 10 times of that United States of America and China. As already the GDP of US is so high than Kenya. The same to China. How? Ama mimi ndio sielewi kitu hapa. There's something that I'm not understanding here. So now, it is the brightest of the brightest from the mountain. Yet, KRA, which munataka kupimwa ujinga hapa. We are being told that Ndindi Nyoro understands very well about the economy. Now, let me ask you. Just the other day, KRA has reported a shortfall of 234 billion Kenyan shillings in revenue collection targets. Then, how are we saying that the economy is stable? How? The investors are running to other countries. Left, right, center, chaos. Nikiongelelea chaos ni kwamba, in terms of economy, these people has not specified their real agenda towards settling and stabilizing the economy. What they're saying is just propaganda. And of course, we always understand that this is propaganda. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video.